Sophie Wessex almost cried as she joined other royals in following the Queen's coffin when that was taken into St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh for a service of thanksgiving. The King led the procession to the cathedral behind the Queen's coffin, which was draped with royal standard in Scotland and dressed with a wreath of flowers. Camilla, the Queen Consort, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, Anne, the Princess Royal, Edward, Earl, and Sophie, the Countess of Wessex followed before they walked to their seats alongside the coffin. Thousands lined the streets and applauded as the Queen was taken from the palace of Holyrood House to the cathedral, where her family, and a congregation drawn from all areas of Scottish society, attended a service of thanksgiving for her life. A wreath on her coffin consisted of 9 different flowers, including white spray roses, white freesias, white button chrysanthemums and dried white heather. The wreath also contained thistles, foliage, rosemary, hebe and pittosporum. The coffin is due to rest at the cathedral for 24 hours. Read more. Queen Elizabeth's 70-year reign eclipses all other EU heads of state. Sophie Wessex almost cried as she followed the Queen's coffin. Image, Sky News. Royals attending a service in memory of the late Queen at St Giles Cathedral. Image, PA, the Queen's coffin in St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. Image, PA, Queen's coffin topped with historic crown while resting in Edinburgh. Details: the Queen's coffin has been taken from the palace of Holyrood House to St Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh, and a historic crown jewel has been placed atop it while people gather to pay their respects. Find out more about the historic crown here. Dogs could be heard barking as the hearse continued its procession on a bright sunny day in Edinburgh. Members of the public held their phones high to capture images of the historic event. Women shouted "God bless the Queen" as the hearse made its way past. Before arriving at the cathedral, the procession was greeted by the Guard of Honour and band in front of the fountain, with the High Constables and the Bailey's Guard in position under the colonnade. Don't miss: Harry and Andrew won't wear uniforms at events marking Queen's death. Meghan Markle snubbed by mourner as royals greet people. King Charles applauded as Queen lies in state after Edinburgh service. Royals stood by the Queen's coffin during the service at St Giles Cathedral. Image, PA, the King led a procession towards St Giles Cathedral. Image, PA, trending when the coffin arrived. The Guard of Honour gave a royal salute and the band played one verse of the national anthem. The bearer party, found by the Royal Regiment of Scotland, then took up their flanking position. The escort party, found by the King's Bodyguard for Scotland, and royal cars, flanked by members of the royal family, walked at the rear of the procession, and took their positions close to the hearse. The Guard of Honour was accompanied by a pipe band with drums, draped and muffled.